So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So straight into the action. Leicester making his 100th appearance here today, of course. It's Pele! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, there's a probing ball. And this is Messi. Cute ball now, how can he reach? He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pele! Paris Saint-Germain restore parity.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
It's out for a goal kick. Pele, well read. The danger is averted. Barcelona could counter here. Vieira spots it and intercepts. Pele threads one in. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. No, that's been intercepted. Can he get it through?
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Messi. Spread neatly. It's a promising position. Seedorf. And this is Pele. And he's in one-on-one. Bullet. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That is good pressure. Just hounded him off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. He's going for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Pele. Now it's Seedorf. That's good play. Can he get onto this? Now it's Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Pele. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And it's Gullit. And here's Mbappe. Gullit with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. And here's Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Brilliantly cut out. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Great ball if he can get there. And he's quick to get rid. Nesta. Now it's Mbappe. Nedved conjures time and space where few can. Marcelo. Knocks it into space. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Half-time getting close now. Now it's Raul. Pull it. That's a throw. Gullit constantly looking for the ball into the box. Now it's Ronaldinho. They've got to be quick to recover this.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Can he get on the end of this? And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Yeah, that's a lovely, neat pass. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So we reach the halfway point.
Well, I think it's been a fantastic watch, with chances created at either end. But it has to be said, neither team have been particularly clinical with their finishing.
Well, it has been tight, it's been competitive. Each side with one significant moment, and at half-time the score is 1-1.
La sortie des bus est prié de déplacer immédiatement son véhicule avant que la fourrière ne l'emporte. Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 23. Le numéro 15.
Barcelona get the ball rolling for the second period.
Le numéro 22. Le numéro 5. Bale. Attention.
Paris Saint-Germain different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Pass somewhat off target. Played back. He won't be happy with that one. Seedorf. Neymar.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Nesta does really well to win the ball there. Short changes him with that pass. Neymar. And he's undercooked that. And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game. It's a clearance, but not much of one. Can he finish? Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels. Oh, what a strange goal. I always thought he'd have an influence on the game, but not in that manner.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. Nedved providing an outlet on that flank. Shapes to shoot! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro
Paris Saint-Germain are making a change now.
Seedorf. Le numéro 21. Ibrahimovic.
And it's been taken short.
Le numéro 14.
And now a sudden chance to counter.
Lam. Le numéro 7.
Now that's well seen too.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
60 minutes played. Now it's Bale. Oh, what a ball! Takes a shot! Oh, good finish! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Bullish header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Mohamed Salah. Now it's Messi. That's destined for the flank. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And here's Hullet. Neymar. Hullet, nicely spread. Neymar. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Hullet. And he was alert to it. Neymar. And here's Bale. Into the last quarter of an hour. Now, can they get him away? Roll in acres of space out wide.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And now the breakaway. And he's intervened well there. Hullet. Vieira calmly anticipates. He's looking wide. Bale. Header! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And the comeback is complete. Certain, searing and imperious.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Changement en cours.
Barcelona are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
pull it! That's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
And this is Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the header! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and read it perfectly.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Tries to play it through. Looking to play him in. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Barcelona have their third corner. And it's hoisted clear. Ibrahimovic! And with that, the end. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity. So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Paris Saint-Germain, Arsenal.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Things already rolling.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Nearly, but not quite.
Nedved certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Now it's Mbappe. Nedved. That's good play. And it's Vieira. Threads one in, and he was alert to it. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Mbappe. He is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Driving forward. Looking to play him in. Oh, there's a probing ball. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
And it's Eze. Rummenigge. Oh, strongly challenged there. Nedved proves just a little bit too strong. Now it's Pelé. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Now then, clash of the egos.
Marcelo. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Marcelo providing an outlet on that flank. Vieira. Mbappe. Brilliantly cut out. Vieira. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. And it's made its way to him. And it's Lahm.
This is the time you need that pace.
Can he get on the end of this? And this is Pelé! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Great defending, strong and determined.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Seedorf. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, that's well spotted. And that has left him in a heap. Ambitious ball here. That is a great pick out. Vermaelen. Saka. Gattuso. Gattuso. Rummenigge. Good ball, good take.
Saka clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Seedorf. Pelé. Oh, super ball. Oh, well played, well played.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Now it's Pelé. Oh, nice touch. There's the shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
You felt it was coming, 1-0. And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Oh, he's having a go! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Leicester is there to clear. And now they can spring out of defence. Paris Saint-Germain leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Marcelo receives it in a wide position. And that's been won straight back. Now there's a fine ball. It's Pelé! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Paris Saint-Germain really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Paris Saint-Germain with the game's only breakthrough. It's 1-0. So, into the second half.
Paris Saint-Germain can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Le numéro 23. À leur place, le numéro 5. Bale. Le numéro 22.
Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And this is Bale. Space for him to turn and look. Calafiori gets it away. He's got away. Crossed it again. Oh, great leap! Oh, not this time, but a lot of applause for the thought.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And it's Seedorf. And he's picked out the run. A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Seedorf with the short one. Here comes... And a header! And that's a tiny finish! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Pick that one out. It was a bullet.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to change the approach. Keep at it with the same intensity, and soon enough, they'll get another break. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And he's taking no chances there.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
There could be trouble here. Now then, the ball's come loose, and he's managed to get free. Lahm, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. He has found the way through. Goes for a shot! Bullet. Chips it through. Now it's Saka. He's found the way through. Shoots! And it's in! That was easy. Almost too easy.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Just one in it now.
Le numéro 26.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now. All of a sudden, this one's totally up for grabs.
Ronaldo. Le numéro
That's
8.
exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And this is Ronaldo. Paris Saint-Germain are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing.
Bale! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's their second corner of the game. And the Sarr breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Ferdinand promptly onto that, and that is that. This is a promising build-up. Now, can they shot a goal? They've got to be quick to recover this. Can he... Oh, what has happened here? Marcelo delivers with terrific effort. And that would have been game, set and match.
Bale really can't believe it. He let the opposition off the hook there, and he knows it all too well.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Now it's Pirlo. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Paris Saint-Germain surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Takes a shot! Oh, good finish! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And here's Hullet. And it's Salah. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, here we go.
Temps additionnel.
Oh, it's
3
Nedved.
minutes.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Bale. And a chance! Oh, wow, that's crazy! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it!
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football, a real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Nous rappelons
Bale
à l'intention
taking in
de
the
nos
accolades,
spectateurs
having been
qu'ils sont
named
tenus
man
de
of the
voir avec
match,
modération
and deservedly
toute
so.
personne
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Paris Saint-Germain, Brésil.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So straight into the action.
Well, for any attacker facing him, Peter, trying to force your way through Rio Ferdinand must be a daunting prospect.
Well, he is one of the great English defenders of his generation.
Quite, Peter. His playing style boasts good speed and technique, a superb reading of the game. He hardly had to tackle. That in itself can be seen as quite an achievement.
It's a good run down the right, and the through ball. Nesta. That's really well manoeuvred. Rijkaard. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And this is Pele. Nedved. Pele. Plenty to aim at here. Pele with the cross. Messi. Nesta kept his eye on it, and he's there. And it's Nedved. Both sides exercising caution for now. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Now it's Pele. Luis Suarez. Chance for a shot! And it's come back out to him. Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! And Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Paris Saint-Germain already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. Marcelo. That pass isn't the best. Araujo has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, this looks sharp. Ferdinand gets across to intercept that. And here's Nedved. That's an excellent interception. And this is Pele. Decent chance! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
They've played it short. Seedorf has the space to scheme. There's the shot! And now a sudden chance to counter. Nesta makes the interception. Now it's Pele. He has a look up. Chance to deliver. And he's opted for the long pass. Some resolute defending there. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Stam cuts out the pass. Mbappe is onto this. He is through here. Vinicius Junior! And he's really put himself on the line here. And it's been taken short. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Now that's well seen too.
Paris Saint-Germain have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That looks a cracking ball. Nedved will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The ball has bounced loose now. Paris Saint-Germain are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Has crossed. He leaps for it! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Seedorf can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, super find. He's got away. Oh, what has happened here? Goes for the header! And he's following up! And that's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. He made it happen. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So straight into the action.
When you have Edwin van der Sar in goal, it's like having an 11th outfield player. He can make every kind of save and get his team on the front foot.
Has a great gift for distribution, doesn't he? Almost assists.
Exactly, he's a playmaking goalkeeper who likes to trigger attacks as soon as the ball ends up in his possession.
And here's Zola. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe gets into a good position. Just eases him off the ball. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Ibrahimovic. Big chance! Off target by a whisker. Nedved going face-to-face with his great rival. And he's had it nicked away. And he's picked out the run. Taken back almost at once. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Oh, good climb! And he's there to get it away. That's the throw. Knocks it out wide, threads one in. Ball in towards... A header! Goal! Barcelona! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Superb timing to generate that power, threw a really strong neck behind it, and he gave the keeper little opportunity.
You felt it was coming. 1-0. Decent chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
They've played it short, and it's made its way to... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And the shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! Off the post. Paris Saint-Germain have it back and can go again. And it's gone back to the keeper. Tries to pass it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Yeah. Almost half an hour in now. Mbappe is onto this. He's shifting through the gears here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. He's found a way through. Incoming delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. And here's Mbappe. Deftly away. Ambitious ball here. And that was asking for too much. Van der Sar punts it upfield. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
Paris Saint-Germain certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
And it's Nedved. Can he get it through? Nedved, played in. Varane clears it away. Best very much a man of this moment. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Van der Sar. And he's being shifted off it. Now that's well seen too. And he can clear it away. Nedved. It's a good run down the right. Roberto Carlos, who does have an assist to his name, knocks it into space. Roberto Carlos, delivered in. Ball is over the line. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Ferdinand. And we've reached half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Paris Saint-Germain finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden acceder a toda la información relacionada con nuestro equipo en nuestra página web oficial.
Away we go again.
Paris Saint-Germain really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Oh, that is superb. A dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Well, what can you say about that? Just about everything was stacked against him, and he still came through.
He's picked his way through. Ferdinand is there, and he can get that clear. That is good progress on the left. Paris Saint-Germain do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Saliba is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Nice control. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That has been cut short. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic has been caught there, it's a foul. Good chance here! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Seedorf plays it short. Can he finish? Oh, the ball's run loose here. And now they can spring out of defence.
La asistencia a este partido asciende a 97.500.
Tries to play it through. Best is in a really good position out wide. He has found the way through. Chance to deliver. Thuram clears it away. Couldn't squeeze it through. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's and a chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Barcelona have their second corner now.
El dorsal 11, el dorsal 4, Ibrahimovic. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 8, Beckham. El dorsal 18.
Thuram getting this one clear.
El dorsal 21. Cambio de jugadores.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Saliba. Oh, that's fabulous. There's the delivery. And it's Gullit. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached.
Bullish header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice bit of trickery. Pass somewhat off target. Gullit. Mohamed Salah quietly revving up.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
That'll be a throw. Stood up well to him there. And he's straight offside. Bale. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Mohamed Salah! And that could come back to haunt them.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Seedorf. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 24, Hazard. El dorsal 5.
And it's Beckham. Now it's Bale. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now he's off and running. And he was quick to react. Ferdinand gets flagged offside. Pull it. And this is Ronaldo. Paris Saint-Germain have got it back and they'll have another go.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ronaldo is onto it in a flash. Beckham. And here's Hazard.
Hazard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And it's Gullit. Oh, perfectly measured that. There you have it. The referee says that time is up. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So that's got things underway.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's made its way to him. He's having a shot! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So, a breakthrough already. And this is Pele. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, that's a fine interception. Pirlo is strong enough. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He's got away. There's the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Vieira calmly anticipates. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nedved. That's an errant pass. That's a sharp pass. Vieira wins the duel this time. And here's Ibrahimovic. Out towards the flank. Lofted in. Paris Saint-Germain are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. Zola providing an outlet on that flank. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And it's Seedorf. And here's Suarez. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Messi. He's going to be disappointed with that. Van der Sar sends that a long way. Now then, the ball's come loose. Seedorf is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Pele, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Great chance here to level it up. Nedved! Not a bad try by any means.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Seedorf goes short. And the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that. South Korea have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Can he get it through? Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Elects to... He leaps for it! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt. All too easy.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ball looks a good one. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. That's been drilled forward. Well read, nice interception. And it's Seedorf. Hangs in a cross.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Best. And he was quick to react. Best.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Looking to play him in. Luis Suarez! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And he nearly went all the way.
Suarez can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
It's a promising position. And this is Luis Suarez. Tries a shot! It's a goal! Paris Saint-Germain are back on level terms. Calm, composed, confident. And it's been given away. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! It's in! A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Oh, that's a key interception. Deep into stoppage time. Looking for options for movement. That's it, 45 minutes up. Paris Saint-Germain have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half, Peter. What a half. It really has had a bit of everything. Two sides going tooth and nail, trying to win this from the off. If only all games could serve this up.
Paris Saint-Germain are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 23.
So we're off again.
24. Luis Suarez. À leur place, le numéro
Leicester,
22.
always a very imposing presence at the back. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pirlo cuts out the pass. Paris Saint-Germain do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Plays it across. Gets his head on it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Dembele really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pirlo. Played into space, and he welcomes it in. Always goal side. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were...
Dembele! Oh, cracking effort.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
South Korea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when defending...
He's having a hit! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
This looks promising. Gently done. This is Dembele. Can he get on the end of this? Quarter of an hour into the second half. Nedved, chance for a shot! In he goes again! And it's in! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 21.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Mohamed Salah gets into a good position.
Attention, changement.
Del Piero could move up a gear here. Rafael Varane. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Bale purring through the gears. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on it. It's Dembele! Well, now it's a race for the... Oh, he's been caught, and again! But he's left disappointed.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Salah. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And this is Pirlo. Pass somewhat off target. Rodri. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Hullet.
Oh, great feat, that.
Hullet. Hullet! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Threads one in.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Best. Plays a sharp little ball here. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Tries to play it through. Vieira. South Korea have reclaimed it. That's going wide left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Pirlo can so cleverly bypass the press. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Hullet. And Hullet! Yes! And they are disappearing out of sight. You don't keep those outs. He knew. He just knew.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. We're up and running then.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities.
Decent chance! That's put paid to the danger. Azar. Marcelo. And it's Azar. Nice looking ball. The ball goes in. Oh, great leap! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Marcelo charging forward down that flank. It's a good-looking delivery.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted...
There's the header! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Figo. That is ended up in no man's land. Pass is just off target. Marcelo. Chance here to counter. Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Collar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making...
Terrific effort! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from.
He leaps for it! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Vieira does really well to win the ball there. Nicely weighted ball. Cruyff. That's going across goal. Oh, it just needed a better touch, and you could see his annoyance.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
Figo. Not the most accurate pass. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
He's shifting through the gears here. Lahm got a long way forward to join the attack. Koller looking sharper, more menacing with every chance that comes his way. Looking to play him in. Gullit. Cross to the back post. And that should get the job done.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum.
Chance for a shot! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Paris Saint-Germain have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration...
Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Trying to get out of a very sticky situation. And it's Gullit.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hazard has the space to scheme. And it's hoisted clear. Well, they've got it again. Vieira! Off the post! Now who's going to be first to this?
Paris Saint-Germain can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break. That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Gullit, can he get on the end of this? Mackay. Yeah. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's played through for him. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Knocks it into space. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Paris Saint-Germain just about ahead, 1-0 at the break.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 20. À sa place.
The second period is underway.
22. Changement en cours.
Paris Saint-Germain definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Vieira cuts it out. Opts for safety. Marcelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. Probing pass. That is a brilliant interception. Paris Saint-Germain come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Shifted it to the flank, driven in. Ferdinand clears it away. Gullit. That's really well manoeuvred. And this is Bale. Vieira. Gets a good foot in there. Ferdinand defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. And it's Marcelo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Still just a single goal between the sides. Gullit gets into a good position. Koller. Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again! And that's a tidy finish. France are back on level terms. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Changement pour le Paris Saint-Germain. Le numéro 24.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Ibrahimovic.
France restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Le numéro 5.
Looking for the run.
Le numéro
This is
8.
Eto'o.
Pirlo. Attention.
Yeah.
Changement.
Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. He is through here. Shot a goal! Goal! Paris Saint-Germain! Into the lead once more. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pirlo. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time. It's Bale! No, just not quite.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This is Dembele, tries to play it through. He slings it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nicked it back promptly. And here's Gullit. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Marcelo is onto this.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Rafael Varane gives no quarter whatsoever.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Moran cuts out the pass. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now, what about a counter-attack? Needs the return pass. And it's Bale. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Looking for options for movement. And this is Dembele. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Distributed tidily. And the through ball. Aubameyang. No outsmarting him this time.
France really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
And it's played it. Oh, good effort! Firm header, just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And the pass is intercepted. That's a lovely, neat pass. And the number on the board is 3. That's a cute ball. Cute ball now. How can...
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is as far as it goes. Paris Saint-Germain proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it. Bale, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Well, Peter, this was probably more slugfest than a game of football, but I actually found it very enjoyable. A game that was constantly on the edge as both sides went full pelt trying to win this. A throwback to games gone by.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Chers spectateurs, je voudrais avoir une petite pensée pour tous ceux d'entre vous